So I want to talk about the Schumann resonance for a minute and talk about how it relates to our ascension process and how it relates to the human body. The human body is very important right now. We have come through an enormous shift. And in that shift, the human body is going to become more and more important. And it's also going to become healthier and healthier as long as you choose to stay here in this reality. So let's talk about that a little bit. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that I believe that we have had the earth split, like Dolores Cannon talks about, and the third and fourth density have split away and have actually dissolved at this point. And the people that were in that density have ascended. Now, just check in with yourself if that's true. Try and leave your ego out of it if you can. Now, after that happened, then we came through another portal that was kind of similar to what I would call birth canal. It was quite intense. And at this point, we're going through another intense time. And that intensity is about the letting go of the third density ideas. So you can see in the outside world that the third density structures and things like that, not necessarily the buildings, but the different structures of society are collapsing. The government will be different than it was before. The medical system will be different than it was before. And the education system will be different. And also the legal system will be different. So these structures are collapsing. And they're collapsing because we no longer like them the way they are. And we're starting to extract our energy from them and thinking about what we do want instead of them. So think about that in your own life. How does that apply to you? And think about the Schumann resonance. Think about the solar activity. So to me, the solar activity comes from the souls. It comes from your soul. It comes from all the souls that are connected to this universe. And they're making decisions about frequencies that are coming through our sun and hitting our body, then the earth, and then our body again as it bounces back. And the things that we have believed were true are shifting. The constructs that we have believed are true are shifting. So think about that. Think about how much you have changed personally over the last 5 years. And think about your own process and what truly matters to you. Because what's happening is humanity is being released from basically a slave system. And as that system collapses, humanity will be the one to rebuild with sovereignty. So taking responsibility for your own world, your own life, and your own choices is really important at this juncture, because we are sovereign. And there are no victims here. There's only choices. And there's also a lot of learning that's been going on. So we've had a lot of learning, and if you feel that one of your learning episodes, let's say a relationship or, a business or whatever it could be, forgive the lesson, forgive the activities, and move on from them and see them for what they were. There's been a lot of pain, a lot of stress, and a lot of polarity for most of us because we started out in the third density, which was very difficult. The hardest learning in the universe has been Earth. Now, Earth has graduated, and we are letting go and realizing the lessons that we've learned. But now we're about to step into more and more of the beauty that comes after we release. Because the lessons were turned into traumas that were then held on to. So we're releasing all of that now. And it's not a beautiful process if you're still trying to hang on. So hopefully you're letting go. And what you're going to see happen in the body is that the body is, so think of your body as an electrical being. It's your spaceship here. It's your vessel. The body is also graduating into this fifth density, fifth dimensional existence. And the body was a third density construct before. So that's why we go from carbon to crystalline. That's what the Christ-aligned body is. The crystalline body. So look down at your hand and really realize that this is your home in this reality. And we want to take care of our home because this is how we're going to experience this reality. And it's more important now than ever. A lot of us have bypassed the body and haven't given it enough attention, and also accumulated issues with the body, within it, dis-ease within the body. And it's now time to release those. So going forward, the way that we live will be paying attention to the body, listening to the body, all of our senses, which are growing, and really working with the body's consciousness, because the body's built by you. And it's here to give you signals and information. It's your organic computer, your vehicle, and basically the reason that you're able to be in this reality. So as our vision expands, which is next, we're in the midst of the nervous system upgrade, but we're close to being done now. And as our vision expands, because our eyes have upgraded, they've gotten blurry, then they've come back, then they've gotten blurry and come back to homeostasis. Once the whole thing happens, that you comprehend more, you see more of what is in front of you instead of the 4% that we've been seeing. That's going to expand. You're going to see people that may not be human. You're going to see ghosts that may not have a body. You're going to see the beauty of the world that's been hidden from you. There are colors that you can see with infrared light that you can't see with our naked eye. Those things are going to start to change. So one of the things that you can really do to assist yourself is caretake the body, look at the things that are happening with your body, and work on healing them, first energetically and then physically. Give your body the support it needs to be truly healthy, and love yourself enough to do it. That's really important right now. Self-love and self-care. And that'll continue to be important. That's something that we were taught to bypass. Care about everybody but yourself. In the end, we're all one being. And you are the unique signature of you. And you matter. And to caretake yourself is the most important thing. So remember that as we go forward. But think about the body and the signals that it's giving you. And look into things like the emotion code of the body. What are the signals that it's giving to you? When you have irritation, when you have nausea, when you have a pain in your foot, what are the things that your body's trying to tell you? Because your body will be basically the antenna for your experience here. And it's really time at this point to honor our bodies and to love them, because they are an extension of us. They are part of us. And to also love your inner child, which is very connected to your human body. The inner child is the human consciousness, and it is very connected to your human body. And it feels all the things that you feel and has practiced hanging on to things versus letting them go. So anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys about the Schumann, all those massive light codes coming down, hitting the body, hitting the earth, and then being bounced up and hitting the body again in a different way. We are in a massive upgrade. We're in a timeline shift at this moment. And it's a beautiful place to be, because we have come through an enormous graduation, and we're basically about to step out into a different kind of world that we're creating together. And that's important that you remember that. We are creating this together. What do you want it to be? I love you guys. I hope you have the most fabulous day. Bye.